The man, Mahama Ayariga, is making his name in the politics of our country. Is exemplary and must be commended. Mr. Speaker, I have not slept on this matter. He was taken to the south, I was taken to the north gate in ensuring that this matter was resolved. Mr. Speaker, what he has done today reminds me of what Honorable Attorney General did in 2015. In 2015, as a practitioner, I was all over the place, and I recall somehow Linus had urged upon him that Markin was making so much money from practice, so he should get me prosecuted on some tax offenses after the state had raided my office. And he stood his grounds. He didn't tell me, but somebody said, Markin, the Deputy Attorney General said, no way, they shouldn't invade your law firm again. And to date, he's the only person I have a picture with in my office to celebrate that moment where he felt that an opponent should not be a target, and we maintain good friendship ever since. Mr. Speaker, indeed, all that he's done demonstrates sincerity. We are a political class. That's the path we've chosen. We are not to cover crime, but we must protect each other for the good of democracy. Mr. Speaker, Ghanaians have told us something. When they are fed up with you, they are fed up with you. Mr. Speaker, in 2000 elections, after Akuffo won, some of us as student leaders thought that NDC would never come into office again because it was so devastating. But within 8 years, Ghanaians were already fed up with the MPP administration, and they got the nod. Then fast forward 2016, when we had 169 seats, we thought it was all over for NDC. Here we were, in less than 4 years, that thing reduced to 137. We had to eat a humble pie. So, as I always quote the Frenchman, c'est la vie, this is life. Mr. Speaker, indeed, Mr. Speaker, indeed, today, Mr. Speaker, indeed, today, I'm leading a mighty few. And Honorable Ayariga in ECOWAS Parliament is known as a sincere partner when it comes to resolving conflicts, and he's demonstrated it here. So, my respected leader, I want to assure you that our side would engage you constructively. Let's do the politics in a very decent way. Let's respect each other. Let's use words that are complimentary. Hold those who are the lowest ebb up and bring them up. If somebody is making a mistake, you go to the person and say, look, you could do it better. If somebody does it well, compliment. Let's celebrate each other. In the end, our principles will remain. I'm an MPP, proudly so. You are an NDC, proudly so. Don't let us use this platform to denigrate even our leaders. Sometimes the way we go after our leaders, the little said about it, the better. We use unprintable words. And let me caution all of us. The 2024 elections, check the percentage turnout. In Central, we didn't go beyond 60%. In Volta, around the same figures. In Ashanti, Upper East, Upper West, Greater Accra, the mighty Greater Accra, where all the politics is done. Find out the percentage turnout. What it means is that a percentage of our population is getting fed up with the political class because of our conduct. So, Mr. Speaker, some few days ago, I was scolded. Why are you apologizing? I said, when you need to correct the wrong, swallow your ego. At least that's what I've been taught. It doesn't matter. And if the whole majority leader, on behalf of government, is apologizing to an individual, we must celebrate him. And I would want to encourage our state institutions, especially those public servants who, when they see a change of government, they want to prove something to the new political masses. Me, I've been working with them, I know. They want to please. Some of them are changing their status, their DP. We see it all. They should be careful. At least today, the majority leader has made it clear that they cannot act in the name of the government, then they would go scot-free. If there is anything against any past government official, due process must be followed. And I'm sure all of us will have peace. My respected colleague, extend to His Excellency the President of the Republic the assurances of the minority that with this we will also accord him every courtesy due him as President of the Republic. We would cooperate and oppose when we have to oppose. After all, our duty is to oppose you. And we can work together as a people to represent our people and for our people to learn from us and to teach us and to train us and to help us to advance this democracy. I want to conclude, Mr. Speaker, by saying that Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, as at this morning, I had an extensive engagement with him. He's traumatized by the labeling of this adjective described to his person. But he still knows that his God is with him. He's undergoing some medical procedure. In fact, I had an early morning engagement with the Chief of Staff who confirmed that indeed Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta wrote to him and is in receipt of the letter. He was very sincere in telling me that. So within reasonable time, I'm sure he would come. I will also engage the Office of the Special Prosecutor, engage constructively, assure him and his office that if there was any miscommunication, I, as a leader of my side, is assuring him that the man will make himself available. He left the country with permission. He would come, and if there is anything that has to be investigated, he will make himself available. It's not easy to serve your country, and I'm sure all shall be well for the good of us all. Mr. Speaker, I thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank once again the majority leader.
Now, members, let me use the opportunity to thank both the majority and the minority leader for setting an exemplary life. Honourable members, this is the way we are supposed to go. My prayer is that we lead by the promises given us and we conduct the proceedings of the House with decorum and decency. I thank you. I will then call on